something within him, know what I mean? Like, it's, people say God gifted, or know what I mean? Like, he's just a workhorse. Like, it's just, he doesn't stop, know what I mean? Like, I done sprints with him this morning, and he just done 10k before at 6 or 7 a.m. You know, like, he's just, even on the treadmill with him, like, he was 0.2 ahead of me, so I sped up, then he sped up, and I was just like, you know what, have it. Know what I mean? He tries to eat his bleeding breakfast quicker than, know what I mean, people. Like, he's a competitive person, you know, so I think the competitiveness and the will to win, and he's a tough character, yeah, he's a tough character. He always wants more, you know, like, he always wants to be the first on the mats and the last off the mats. He's a man of few words, but his presence leads the team, you know. He doesn't, Pedro, you'd hear Pedro from a mile away, you know what I mean? He'd be motivating you, but Smullen's the silent type to lead from the back, you know, like, he's not one for shouting out stuff, he's one for just leading the back, yeah. Me and him have a personal side bet on, yeah, so he has till the first 30 seconds of the second round, so me and him made a bet for my last fight. If I finish the guy, he has to try beat that time. Again, it's competitiveness, know what I mean? Like, he has till 5 minutes and 30 seconds he has to finish this guy, so I think he's well going to do it, yeah.
Andy Stevenson for SevereMMA, standing alongside Richie Smullen here at SBG Ireland HQ. Big fight coming up in just a couple of weeks against Piotr Niedzielski. I'm not going to say your Bellator debut because it's round 2, but your re-entry into Bellator.
Yeah, it's fight number 5 now, and I'm back in with a big fight, so I'm really looking forward to this. It's a big test. Like, I'm over the top. I beat Piotr, like, I'm top of the pile then, like, you know what I mean? A win over him is like his 17-4, 10-fight win streak. When I beat this guy, it'll show how good I am and show I'm meant to be top of the pile. Yeah,
so like, how are you feeling a few weeks out? You've been doing some pad work there, you've been watching you train. You're in here 24/7, it seems.
Yeah, I feel great. Like, I'm lucky with the coach. It's got John and Dave, obviously, and outside of here I've got like Owen Pluck, who's part of the national boxing team. I go over to Holland to Saeed Nilius. So I've got a great team around me. I'm looking forward to showcasing all on fight night. I think it's 3 weeks now on Saturday, so it's getting close.
Yeah, we'll talk about the fight in a minute, but I wanted to talk about the decision to return to Bellator. Obviously, you fought over in RFP, became a double champion in another organisation. It seemed like you were moving towards the UFC. Back in Bellator now, how did that decision come about?
Well, I was aiming for a big show. Like, I was back on the regional scene for a while. Got good opportunities in Ukraine, got good fights, good wins. I have 2 nice belts at home now. Like Bellator, like, was a no-brainer really. They were interested, I was interested. They come to Dublin, no more travelling. They got me my American visa. It's like, why not? Like, they are one of the biggest shows in the world. They're looking after me, they're paying me well, and like I said, they got me a big opponent now, so why not?
Yeah. You know, your first run with Bellator, it felt different, or like, this one seems different to me. The fact that you're going in here against a guy like Niedzielski, does it feel different to you coming back?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Like, I've obviously got more wins now and more experience, so it is definitely a bigger fight. And yeah, I actually think so. Yeah, I'm getting a bit pushed a bit more now. Like, there's more media reaching out. There's everything like that. You know what I mean? Like, people know the manager of the fight. Like, this is the top of the food chain, so why not? Like, that's why it's definitely a lot bigger and better. Hopefully main card next time.
Yeah, like, to me, we talked about this, like, fighting a guy like Piotr Niedzielski. When Pedro fought him, it was kind of like the banana slip. It's like, okay, well, this is an unknown guy coming in, but he seems to be quite good. You're going in here now, and you know, Pedro's going to be fighting in a #1 title contender fight. I know it's a contentious decision for Pedro, but he's lost this guy in his record, so to go in against a guy like Niedzielski, to me it seems like you can really insert yourself into the mix in the division right away.
Well, that's what like I want. I want like a big fight. What have I've got 9. It's my 13th pro fight now, so it's time for taking these big tests and big guys. You know what I mean? I've never said no in the past. Like, even my last Bellator fights, like, it was Harry Hardwick. They're all very good guys. Look where he is now. Like, you know what I mean? I haven't an easy road. I've always fought kind of the best guys, and now this guy is a bit of a step up maybe, but he'll be surprised as well. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a hard fight ahead of him as well. So I'm looking like they're really putting on this guy and getting the finish in Dublin, and then pushing a fight in April or May or whatever they show, go straight away again.
Yeah, talk to me about the training camp. What has it been like for you? what has been like your routine like in here in SPG?
It's the same, it never changes. I run every morning at 6, pro class at 11, and night time depending on the day. Like now with a bit of boxing pads, I'm gonna go upstairs and spar out the guys after this. Like some days are grappling, some days are wrestling, some days are striking. Like it is like the best gym. Look at it here. Like it's packed. Some of the best guys in the world are here. So we're the best coaches, the best teammates. So we have everything here. Just on me now to show up on fight night and do the business.
You put up an Instagram post just the other day, and it was something along the lines of like the best trait a fighter or an athlete can have is professionalism. Well, what made you put that up?
I don't know. You know what I mean? I've built them followers as well. That's the people want. I guess you paid. No, but it's true. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have no bad habits. Like, everything I do is to better this game. You know what I mean? Like, my only life outside of this is my kids and my family. You know what I mean? So I've got like this life, and on the weekends is my girlfriend Hannah and my kids. And like, other than people here and people like Hannah and my 2 daughters, I see nobody else. Realistic. You know what I mean? That's just my life is here.
I wanted to kind of dive into that more. Like John was on the MMA Hour recently with Ariel Helwani, and he was praising your work ethic. I've spoken to Gary Rooney. He's like almost in awe of you. You talk to anyone in the gym. We had Nathan Kelly on the podcast there in the L Triangle recently, and he was again talking about like you're the toughest round. You're always here. Is it your work ethic that seems to set you apart?
I don't know. I was made of rubber. I think like I've never got a serious injury really. Like nothing too bad. I'm always up for hard rounds. I think it's hard to make you better. Like footballers get better at playing football. If you want to get better at fighting, you have to fight. You know what I mean? Like you can do all the pads you want, but it's like you have to spar and get the hard rounds in and feel what it's like. But you don't want to like do easy rounds all the time and go to a fight and the guy puts it on you, you burn with your ass. So you want to do all the hard rounds in the gym as much as you can anyway, and go fight then.
So it's like it just seems like you're here. It's a 24/7. It's not really a camp mindset for you. It's more this is just your everyday.
No, all that changes in fight camp is the weight loss. You know what I mean? So it's obviously cut the calories a little bit, get the weight down, get a little bit leaner. That's all that changes. Training remains the same. The running, maybe running is a little bit faster. I might run a bit faster on fight camp, but like I try to run at least 100k a week most weeks on the treadmill. So just like not crazy fast, just like slow, steady, burn the calories. And pro class is hard. The nighttime training is hard. So you know yourself. You want to be the best. You have to train. You have to train hard. Like I don't know how more to say than that. Like. So,
but no Richie's chicken fingers during fight camp.
No, none. I can't have that.
What's your favourite item on the menu?
Chicken fingers.
It's self-explanatory.
Pretty much.
Because I went for the chicken burger now when I was there. Was that the wrong choice?
It's all good. I know what I mean. It's all good. It's all 5 out of 5. Get whatever you want.
Talk to me about the opponent, Piotr Niedzielski. We spoke about him a little bit there. What are you expecting coming into this fight?
I'm not too sure. Like you're only as good as your last fight, really. And when he fought Pedro, he was on the back foot a lot. So I am expecting that to be on the back foot and kind of lunging with strikes and the wrestling then. But like I said, like I don't know. I'm ready to adapt whatever happens on fight night. But by going by his last fight, he was on the back foot running a lot, and then he'd explode in with a takedown or punches. So we'll have to see on February 25th what he's going to do. But I'm expecting him to run. Not to run, but to be on the back foot and moving.
Can we expect to see a different Richie Smullen than the first Bellator run in this one?
Yeah, definitely. Like I think it's the same me, but I was a little bit too cautious the first time and just trying to win too hard, and I had that slip up when I lost, which was controversial enough, but it's the past. But yeah, I'm going to come at this guy like Ukraine and look for the finish. Like as soon as that bell goes, I'm coming to fight and take him down and submit him.
Yeah, we talked before about, you mentioned that cautious nature the last time out. How did you overcome that? Like it seems that
it's not even overcoming it. It's just like to get paid and get more fights, you have to fight, as I said, isn't it? So it's like, and not even that. I think with the better opponent, it's harder to be cautious. I think like it's better for me. I'm fighting this good guy now. So does that make sense? Like he's the higher the opponent, it's harder to hold him down. I'll have to finish them.
What do you think a win over Niedzielski does for you in the Bellator featherweight division?
Top 5 at least.
Do you have any? Is there any guys in that top 5 that you're already kind of game planning for? Have your eye on? Obviously not overlooking your opponent, but keeping in mind for later down the road?
The champion. No, I'm only focusing on Peter for now. When I get this win, then I'll come back, reassess, and go what's next. Everyone wants the belt, you know what I mean? So I'll beat Peter first, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. Your first fight in Ireland in a while. How nice will it be to get back in the Three Arena?
It's going to be crazy. Like, there's a load coming from my hometown. There's loads coming to support. It's going to be loud when I walk out. Like, I'm looking forward to that. You know what I mean? Like, just to hear that again. I didn't really get booed in Ukraine, but there was no cheers really either. So I'm looking forward to Dublin to hearing that and kind of give you that crazy feeling.
Well, like, if you could compare the two, I know you didn't get booed, but like, it's got to be way different when you're fighting in front of, you know, a rabid Irish fan base.
It's way different. Sure, the arena size alone, like, it's crazy. Like, it's something to experience. There's no one compares to this. I'm looking forward to walking out, getting my hand raised at the end of me and walking out, going through the cage door, closing, starting that fight and going at him and getting that win. Like, I'm actually looking forward to it big time.
Prediction for the fight?
I'd say round 1 will be a lot of kind of like feeling out, and I'd say end of round 2, early round 3. I'm hoping to submit him.
Specific submission, or?
I don't mind. Just something. I'd say maybe head and arm choke Kimura. We'll see what happens, you know what I mean? After I get him down and just see what happens, see what he gives me.
Fair enough. And is there any, look, as always, I repeat myself, there's so many SPG fighters in this card. Every time the Bellator Dublin rolls around, are there any specific fights or performances you're looking forward to watching?
All of them, as you said. Like, yeah, I'd say Kieran Clark. Like, I'm with Kieran Clark all the time. Like, round wise, like all through covers, and like 10 rounds a day with Kieran. So I think I trained with Kieran Clark the most on this, and like this is a workhorse, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to his fight as well. Like, he's got a big spot on the card, and he's gonna get a big win and trying to rankings as well.
Fingers crossed, a little less damage taken this time, and a smoother one. But Kieran's he's always phenomenal to watch, and the way he pulls it out of the bag is just incredible.
He's tough as an old boot, Kieran. Like, but yeah, it's hard to watch sometimes. But like, there's not many guys gonna be able to fight with Kieran. As you see, like, he's fighting out really good guys. His opponent's actually here now training. His last guy, the Brazilian.
Oh, Rafael Hudson.
Yeah, he's here now training. So like, he's a good guy. I've trained.
I thought you were saying his opponent for this fight. I was like, hang on a second now.
His last opponent's here who starts training now. So like, it's good. I think Kieran's one of the best guys in the country. Like, he's just quiet. He gets the job done. Gets in their faces. As you've seen yourself, beats everybody.
A bit like yourself.
Yeah, that's maybe. Younger and better, maybe he is.
Well, Richie, I really appreciate the time. Best of luck this Saturday, 26th of February, Dublin's Three Arena, Bellator 291, headlined by Amosov and Storley 2, with a whole heap of SPG Ireland fighters. This guy, Richie Smullen, taking on Piotr Niedzielski in a fight that'll have serious ramifications in the Bellator featherweight division. Tune in on Virgin Media, and we'll see you later. Thanks, Richie.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it.
Cheers.